Alright, welcome back. This series we're going to talk about setting up your advertising campaigns to start driving that traffic to your sites. Okay, we're going to be using Bing's pay-per-click system like I've already talked about in the intro video. So the first thing we want to do, now that you have your niche picked out and you have your products picked out, we're going to start building as big of a keyword list as possible around those products. Okay, so the bigger the keyword list, the better. And the reason is because we want to go for the lowest cost per click possible. If we only select the popular keywords, there's going to be a lot more competition for those, which it's going to, in turn, drive up the cost of your campaign. So the bigger the list of long tail keywords that you can get, and you can mix long tail keywords with the regular keywords as well, but the goal here is to get as many keywords as possible, and when you're trying to do that, you get a lot of long tail keywords, and that's perfectly fine. So all these long tail keywords, they might not get a lot of searches, but we're going to have a huge list of them, which is going to get us that search volume that we need to start making sales. Now, something else to keep in mind, you don't need a lot of traffic to make money with this system, okay? Because we're targeting people that are searching to buy physical products, okay? So let's get into how to do this. There's a couple different ways. The first one I'm going to cover is the manual way. Okay, I know a lot of people like to do things without spending too much money, so let's cover how to do this without spending any money at all. So there's two different ways. The first one is the Google Keyword Planner, so let me head on over there and show you how to do this by hand. Now, you need a Gmail account. If you don't have one already, just create one and then log into Google AdWords, and under Tools, you'll go to the Keyword Planner right here if you click on that. Okay, and then just click sign in, and then you'll be taken to this screen right here. Okay, if you've never signed up for a AdWords account before, it's going to make you go through a quick test campaign setup, so you can just fill in anything, and then you can just pause the ads, put your billing information in there, and it'll let you access the keyword tool. They force you to sign up in order to use their keyword tool. But you don't have to spend any money, you just need to sign up. So once you get to this screen, you simply click on search for new keywords using a phrase, and I'm following the example of the clothing niche, and my products are sunglasses and that woman's blouse or coat. So I'm going to start with the sunglasses. So let's just put in women's sunglasses and see what that gives me. Now, negative keywords, this might already say free in here. If it doesn't, just click on there and add the word free, hit save. That's all you need to worry about here, and then say get ideas. And now all you need to do is don't be too concerned with every single keyword in here. Just get as many keywords as possible. This is a shotgun approach, okay? We are seeing what keywords will convert. We don't know. So don't spend your time trying to find the best keywords throughout this whole thing, because a keyword that you might think would never convert could be your best converting keyword. Okay, so just look at the groups. If it's relevant to what you are selling, click this little blue arrow over here and add it to, that says add to plan. It'll add it right over here on the right. So let's see, sunglasses shop, sunglass online shopping. So these people are looking for sunglasses. I'm going to add that. Sunglasses sale, they're looking for a deal. I'm going to add that. Cheap sunglasses, polarized sunglasses. So I'm just going through here and I'm adding everything that looks good according to these keywords. I'm not even looking at the keywords that are actually in the group, okay? Sunglass brands, women, glasses, discount, oversized glasses, sunglass store, sure, women's polarized. Let's see, if I was selling white sunglasses, I could add that. For now, I'm skipping it. Fashion sunglasses. Mirrored. I don't know what those are. Mirror sunglasses. Maybe that's something to do with the lens. I'm not sure, so I'm skipping that. Girls sunglasses, female sunglasses, cheap women's, shades women, women round, latest sunglasses, sure. Ray-Ban, we're not selling Ray-Bans, so I'm skipping that. Shades. So you can see I'm adding them up over here. I've already got 22 ad groups. I don't really know the amount of keywords I have. But once I'm done, I will add these all to a text file, which you will see in a second here, and then we'll be able to tell. So, popular women's sunglasses. Women's sunglasses online, 2014. That's a little weird. That's 2 years ago, so I'm skipping that. Top sunglasses for women. Purchase sunglasses online. So you can see there's a lot. Now, every niche is going to be different. Some are easier than others. This is a very broad niche, so I'm sure there's a lot more than 800 keywords. And the goal here is 800 or more keywords. You want as many as possible. Sunglasses for women, sunglasses online. Okay, so let's just stop there for now. I'm sure you get the idea. I'm not going to make you sit here all day and watch me do that. So let me hit this button right here. It says copy to clipboard, and I'll just copy those. And then I'm going to go to my text editor. I use EditPad Pro. So now I'm going to go to Extra, delete duplicates, hit OK. Now all the duplicates are gone, and now let's put line numbers so I can see what do I have here. So I have 641 keywords already, okay, and that only took a few minutes. The goal here, like I said, is if you can get to 800, go ahead and get to 800 or more. So that's the first way to do it, using the Google Keyword Tool Planner, okay? The next step, or the next way, is this site called keyword.io. So let me head over there. That is right here. So now you have to log in to use this tool again. Just create an account. It's free. They have a pro account. I don't use the pro account. Now up here you can select the different tabs for what you want to get your keywords from. You can do Google. You can even do YouTube. You could probably do all three of these, to be honest, or all four of them. I'm going to focus on Bing, since Bing is the platform we're going to be putting our ads on. So now the reason I said you can use all four is if I use Bing, and let's say I can only get a couple hundred keywords because Bing is the smaller search engine compared to Google. Well, if I need more keywords, then use Google. If people are searching for it on Google, there's a really good chance they're searching for it on Bing as well. Okay? So for now, though, I'm going to start with Bing, and I'm going to do the same thing and type women's sunglasses. And there's nothing saying you can't use all of these methods combined, by the way. So now we just let this run. So it found 322 keywords. So what I want to do here in the filter is put my main keyword and see 308 visible out of 322. So just add all. So now I know that all these keywords have the word sunglasses in them. Okay, so now let's try ladies, and we get 131 keywords. So let's put sunglasses, and there's 123 visible, if you see that in parentheses, out of 131. So hit add all. So now this hasn't taken any time at all. It's faster than the keyword tool. So I'm just showing you different ways to do it. There might be some more keywords that you get from the keyword planner here that you won't get from this keyword.io website, and that's why I'm just showing you multiple ways here. So now if I just want to click export and copy selection to clipboard, let's paste these in there and see. Let me remove duplicates. And I'm at 1,058 keywords now. Okay, so I'm way over my 800, and I can keep going if I want, but I'm going to stop right here for at least the keyword.io phase, and then I'll show you the paid way now. So if you want to get a bigger list and you don't want to do the research manually, you can use Fiverr, okay? And there's other sites you can use. Fiverr is just an easy one. So if I click and open this site right here, this is the Fiverr guide that I recommend using. You can basically come up here where it says find services and just type in keyword list and find, if you're not familiar with Fiverr, keyword list, and then they'll show you a bunch of gigs of people who can build keyword lists for you. This guy for $5 will build you a 10,000 keyword list of relevant keywords in your niche, if there is that many keywords. Okay, you can have 20,000 keywords in a single Bing ad group for your campaign. Okay, so if you say got this 50,000 package, you would need 3 ad groups, and you just split the keywords 20, 20, and 10 into 3 different ad groups for your advertising campaign. For $5, this is a great way to get a lot more keywords than you might have been able to get yourself. So I use this when I feel like I really want to get a good keyword list going. Sometimes I just do it manually because, as you can see, it doesn't take that long. And if I need a lot more keywords, or my campaign's doing great and I want to get as many keywords as I can in that niche for my products, then I'll go ahead and use the Fiverr gig. Okay, so those are the 3 different ways you can use or build your keyword list. Okay, let's move on and let's start setting up the first campaign. Okay, so there are 2 different ways you can do this. You can either log into Bing, their advertising platform, via your web browser, okay, or you can download their tool called the Bing Ads Editor. Google Bing Ads Editor and it'll be one of the first links. Okay, I prefer to use this. It's just easy. It's always on your desktop. You can double click on it and you can open it up, and then you can start managing your campaigns. Okay, so this is what the editor looks like when you get inside. When you first open it, it will prompt you to set up a campaign. If it doesn't, for whatever reason, you can do so by going to File, Open Account, and then click on Switch User, and then it will ask you to sign in with your Bing account, and then it will download all your ads. So if you already have a Bing account, then it will download the current account if that's the one you use, and if not, then it won't download anything because your account is brand new. Now you can see I already created one campaign here. I haven't done anything but create the campaign name so far. So I called it Women's Sunglasses. And to do that, you just come over here on the Campaigns tab and click Add Campaign. And it will create a campaign that, for me, it's campaign 2 because this is the second one. But down here, you can change the campaign name. Okay, you can see whatever you enter in down here, it will change it up there. See that? So I'm going to delete that because I don't need that. So I'm going to be setting up the women's campaign, or women's sunglasses campaign. So once I have my campaign name, I set my daily budget to generally between $5 to $20 a day max. I really wouldn't go over $20 a day. If you want a good starting place, you don't want to start at the top of $20, start at $5 a day. Okay, that seems to be a very good starting area because it'll get you some traffic coming in, and you should let it run for at least 3 days. If you can let it run for 5 days, let it run for 5 days, but at least 3 days. Give it time for people to find your site and get those sales coming in. Okay, if you're not making any sales after 3 to 5 days, then shut the campaign down and focus on a different product for your free plus shipping product. Okay, so we have this set to active. We have budget type set to daily. I'm doing $5 per day. Daily budget options, I just have it on standard. And now you click on the Ad Groups tab right here and click Add Ad Group, and that's the campaign that it's in, so it should already be selected. If you have multiple campaigns, use the drop down and select the correct campaign. Hit OK. It will create an ad group. So now let's just give this a name. just keep it at that. Start date, you can have a have no end date selected. Add rotation, you want to optimize for clicks. So basically most of this stuff you're not even going to be touching. Now your search bid, we want to set that to 15 cents max. Oops, that didn't go. Let's try that again. There we go. So 15 cents max. Content bid, do the same thing. 15 cents. Okay. The goal here is to find all the keywords that give us enough traffic without costing us more than 15 cents each. The lower the better. As your campaign gets more clicks, Bing will lower your cost per click. Okay. So we just don't want to go over 15 cents per click because otherwise it becomes hard to make a profit or break even at least on these free plus shipping campaigns. And then we need to create each match type for our list of keywords because we want the broad, the phrase, and the exact match for every keyword we have. The reason being, each keyword and each keyword and each match type can get you a different cost per click. And since we're trying to get the lowest cost per click possible, we want to make sure we have all three. So to do that, go ahead and grab your keyword list and open up either Excel or the free version, which is OpenOffice, I think it's called, and paste your keyword list in column A. And then in column B, type phrase, and then copy the word phrase and click on the next column down in B on line 2 and scroll all the way down to the bottom of your keyword list, the last one right here. Hold down the shift key and click the column next to the last keyword and then paste. There it is. Paste the word phrase for every single keyword. Okay, and then once you're done with that, go click on your actual keyword, the first one, and drag all the way down. If I could stop jumping all over the page. So you've highlighted all your keywords again and copy them, and then paste them again right underneath the previous one, and this time type broad. So what we're doing is creating the columns for the match types when we import these keywords into the Bing pay-per-click editor. So now hold shift again and paste. So now we have phrase, we have broad, we do it one more time for the exact match right there, and hit Control V and it pastes that in. So now once that is done, I need to highlight the whole list. So I'm going to highlight both of those, go all the way up to the top, hold down shift and get the entire list and copy that. And now I can go in the Bing editor here and click make multiple changes, add/update keywords, select the campaign, make sure the right one is selected, and click insert headings. And you want the keyword and the match type. You can start right after match type and delete the rest of the headings, and then hit the enter key one time and paste your keyword list in there. Once you're done with that, if there's a space at the bottom, you can either leave it or delete it, it doesn't matter, and then click import. Once that's done, you'll see that it has imported all your keywords. In my case, it's 3,174 keywords. So hit close and you'll see the screen refresh and your match types and your keywords will be right here. So now you'll see I have 3 keywords that are the same, but the match type column is different for each one. Okay, so now we need to move on over and create an ad. So on this screen, just click Add Text Ad, and I've already done that for you, so you wouldn't have to watch me fill everything in, and it will populate this ad right here, and then you'll fill in the blanks down here. Okay, now there's no set way or set text to put in here to make sales, I highly suggest you test different options, different wording, and multiple ads to get the best conversions. I just did a really quick one right now so you can see an example. So I'm telling them that they're getting something for free. I'm also telling them that they have to pay shipping and handling. So make sure you do put that in your ad for these free shipping and handling ads. You don't want to be misleading. So you are giving them free sunglasses or whatever the item you're going to be offering, but they do have to pay shipping and handling, so make sure you state that. In the display URL, you're going to put your Shopify URL, and for the destination URL, you're going to put the link directly to the actual product, okay? So you want them to see the ad, click on it, and then land on your product page so they can make a buying decision. And that's where you put in the destination URL, okay? Everything else you can leave alone. So once you're done with that, if you want to upload your campaign, the first thing I would do is click on campaigns over here, and then make sure you set the status to pause. That way you can log into your Bing Ads account from the browser and make sure everything looks good before you set the ad live. So once you set that to pause, you simply post selected campaigns. And I'm going to select the campaign we just did, so I say OK. And then you're done. Alright, let's finish up the video series here with conversion tracking. Now, conversion tracking is really important because we are going to be using a lot of keywords, and if we don't know which of those keywords are actually making us sales, we won't know which ones to get rid of in order to cut back our ad spend and save money. Okay, so you should always set up conversion tracking. So don't skip this part. Make sure you do this. Now, the fastest way to do it is to log into your Bing Ads account. So not inside the ads editor software, but the actual account through the browser. And when you log in, go to your campaign. And right down here on the left, you'll see conversion tracking. So go ahead and click that, and you should see a screen similar to this. What you want to do is just click on Get Started, and then Create UET tag. So go ahead and give it a name. I would recommend naming it your either your niche or your store name. So I'll just name it this. And then you can put a description here, you don't have to. And then just click Save. Okay, so now you want to copy all of this. Alright, so just copy that and then head on over to your Shopify store. And there's two places we want to paste this code. So click on Settings, and then click on Checkout and scroll down to where you see additional content and scripts and paste it in there and hit Save. And then we want to head over to our theme. So click on the online store and click Themes, and click these three little dots and say Edit HTML CSS. And once it loads, you'll see a bunch of HTML code here. So now scroll down just a little bit till you see where the body tag starts. Okay, so it'll say body right here with a bracket. Now it could look exactly like this, or on your theme it might look a little different. But right underneath where it says body, you want to paste the snippet of code for the tracking code. Okay, and then click Save. And it says it's saved, and that's all you have to do to install the tracking code onto your site. So we've put it in the checkout page and in the main page, which puts it in every page on the site. Now that we're done with that, we go back over to where we got the code and hit Done. Now to verify it, we might have to wait up to 24 hours. It just depends on when they refresh their database. But to do that, you can just visit your page and visit a couple pages on your site. That way the tag gets activated, and then Bing can see that it's installed correctly. Okay, so eventually that should change. Within 24 hours, it should say verified. And if you're not sure, you can click this little question mark and it will tell you how it works. Okay, and right here you can see it takes up to 24 hours sometimes. So once that's done, what we need to do is set a conversion goal. So then come over here and click on conversion goals. Alright, so once that loads, simply click on create conversion goal. And then for the name, we want this to be an actual purchase. So name it your store name and put the word purchase in there. Now keep destination URL selected and hit next. So now destination URL contains, for the web page URL, you want to enter /checkout/thank you. And thank you it's separated not by a space but by an underscore. So just as you see it here. So now every time you get a purchase, it will trigger the event on the checkout thank you page for the customer, and that keyword that made the purchase will get counted as a conversion. Everything else below you can leave alone. So just click save. And now it says congratulations, your goal is created, and it's also unverified. It will become verified once a sale happens and the conversion code is triggered. Okay. Now you can leave it just like this and just track which keywords are leading to conversions, or if you would like to see a little bit more data, what you can do is create another conversion goal. So go to create conversion goal, name this one your product name. So mine would be, let's find this, that's going to be my product name. And then let's call it page view. So this way I can see how many people are landing and viewing this page and compare it to how many conversions I'm actually getting. It will also show you which keywords are leading to the most page views as well. So click or leave destination URL selected and then hit next and put page contains, get the URL first of the product. So let's copy that. Go back over here. Now you don't have to put the full URL, you can just put part of it. So I just grabbed the part of my URL that starts with products and there's a / before products. Now for page views per visitor, you want to go down here where it says count and make it unique. That way if the same visitor views the page multiple times, it doesn't inflate your numbers and tell you that you're getting a lot more page views than you are. So you can keep this at don't assign a value because it's not worth anything. And then make sure this is on unique and hit save. Now to get this to trigger, you can go visit your URL again. So I'll just come back over here and refresh the page. And it might take up to 24 hours before the data feed becomes active again, but that should activate the tracking code on the URL. Now for every single product you put on your store, you are more than welcome to set up a page view conversion code so your keywords can, so on each campaign that you run you can see which product is getting the most views. Again, you don't have to do that. You can also just keep it as conversion tracking. That is the most important thing. I like to have as much data as possible. That way I know if I'm getting a lot of traffic and page views but I'm not getting conversions, then most likely the product isn't that good, or maybe I need to tweak something on the page to increase the conversions. So there's two things you can do. Again, just make sure that you definitely have the purchase code on here, and if you want to set up a page view for every product, you can do that as well. So that's how you set up conversion tracking, and that's all there is to it. So now we're done with the conversion tracking, and there's just one thing left to do, and that's to head back over to all campaigns. Go to your campaign, and under where you see keywords, So click on keywords, and then on the columns section, click modify columns, click on conversions, and click add under conversion, and add for conversion rate, and add for CPA, which is cost per action. So those will all be added towards the bottom down here, and then click click apply, and then you'll see the columns right here. So now as the traffic starts coming in, sales start being made, you'll notice the conversion column will start being counted. This way you can see which of these keywords is giving you conversions or not. Okay, so now you can also do the same thing under the ads column if you want. Click columns, modify conversions, and just do the same thing. That way you can see on this, if you have multiple ads, which ad is performing the best as well. Okay, so that's how you set up your campaign in the conversion tracking, and now you are ready to run some traffic and get some sales.